Pretty much every part of Modern Warfare 3's launch so far has been a bit of a hot mess, and despite Activision coming out to defend themselves, it isn't showing any signs of getting better. Let's get into it. Modern Warfare 3 has had a pretty rough start to life, and almost all of its issues have been entirely its own fault. The campaign, for what it's worth calling it that, goes against everything that made past Call of Duty campaigns successful. Very few of us expect a top-tier narrative when heading into the next chapter of Call of Duty, but dopamine-inducing set pieces, solid mission design, a satisfying conclusion, all should have been on the cards for Modern Warfare 3 as a series staple, but that wasn't meant to be. As an attempt at innovating the formula with open combat missions stifled all of the story's pacing and makes the entire experience painfully forgettable. Sure, Makarov does his best to carry the plot, but nostalgia can only get you so far, and that's a theme that I fear is going to keep coming back as zombies and multiplayer go live. Now, to be entirely fair to Modern Warfare 3, we are judging it ahead of everyone getting their hands on pretty much the main reasons we all play COD nowadays, zombies and multiplayer, and our brief sorties into the multiplayer with the beta were pretty fun. But unfortunately, it falls short at basically every other hurdle, and what's made it worse has been the almost universally panned launch, which outed the Modern Warfare 3 campaign as little more than a slightly buffed up DLC, and the absolutely bamboozling situation around the new launcher Call of Duty HQ. Call of Duty HQ is the new platform from which all Call of Duty games will now be launched. A move that hasn't exactly gone down well, as confusion and annoyance reigned as players attempted to download the requisite pieces of Call of Duty they actually needed to play Modern Warfare 3 without absolutely stuffing their hard drives full of stuff they didn't need. According to a blog post from COD themselves, Call of Duty HQ was developed to bring players benefits like carry forward, easier file size management, and more seamless switching between Call of Duty Warzone and the latest annual releases. In theory, they say, the idea is to make it easier for players to move between games and make file management easier. To which I would say that literally every console and PC has a system that lets you pretty seamlessly move between games you have installed, so why? But I digress. Thanks to COD HQ, it is not possible to jump straight into Modern Warfare 3, Modern Warfare 2, or Warzone through their own launchers anymore. Instead, you log into Call of Duty HQ, find your game of choice, and shock in. And if you don't want to do this, well, too bad, you can't play any of those Call of Duty titles without it. Now, all of this might have been forgivable if it actually worked as intended and they'd made the changeover in how all this works as seamlessly as possible. Viewer, they did not do this. If you've been on to check the status of your Modern Warfare 3 install, you might have spotted the 100GB plus download that dropped overnight to clog your hard drive even further. And what's worse is the system doesn't even seem to work properly. Players have flooded to social media to showcase multiple failed login attempts, the app just failing to load correctly, and the fact that on PC especially, to switch between games is an absolute nightmare. You have to currently relaunch COD HQ to do so, which kind of defeats the whole point of a dedicated launcher, doesn't it? And an absolute ton of players just haven't quite gelled with how to navigate around the menus. The whole thing has just been a slow motion car crash. And all of that is before you consider the level of mental gymnastics required to even download the right pieces of Call of Duty you need to play Modern Warfare 3, or even worse, one of the older titles. Installing the beta was a slightly tricky process with 2 beta packs and the base game. Downloading COD HQ means fiddling with Modern Warfare 2, Warzone 2 and Modern Warfare 3 to work out everything you want to have in your system. And even that wouldn't be that bad. Separating the campaign, multiplayer and zombies into different downloads has worked before, but the download sizes are gargantuan and some players have reported downloading COD HQ deleted the games they already had downloaded. The overall install size of COD HQ and all the games it can run on PS5 weighs in at a hard drive cracking 232 gig. Now obviously portions of COD can be deleted to reduce that footprint, but Activision has already warned players to expect bigger file sizes this year, and my god, they weren't kidding. According to Activision, the file sizes are because players can now move player inventory and weapon progression from Modern Warfare 2 into Modern Warfare 3. Fair enough, but if you need to buy a whole new console or hard drive just to hold your Call of Duty collection, then you have to understand some people are going to be put off by that, right? So yeah, a strange start to life for Modern Warfare 3 and all of our collective console and PC storage. Fingers crossed, multiplayer and zombies launch goes a little smoother and delivers more of what we've come to expect from Call of Duty. Thanks for watching, and if you're looking for more on Modern Warfare 3 like this, you should check out these videos here.